Hi, my name is Brittany. I am 26 years old. I am from East Fishkill, New York. I'm the youngest of 4 children. I am the baby. I found out last Tuesday that I was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer. If you guys know me in my personal life, you know that this has been ongoing for a couple months now. It's actually been ongoing for a couple years, and the OBG that I've been seeing since I started menstruation missed it. They've openly admitted that they didn't take me seriously because of my age, so that's how we got to a stage 4. When you get to a stage 4, it means that it has what's called metastasized or spread. It has spread to my ovaries, my colon, my spleen, my lymph nodes, my stomach, and my lungs is what we know so far. I had a whole bunch of blood work. I finally got to see a OBG urologist after a very crazy last 2 weeks. I started going to a different OBG who didn't take me seriously all the way up until about 3 hours before she got my CAT scan back, and kind of lost her mind because she didn't take me seriously, and then the test results showed that it was all over the place in metastasizing. So I found out last Tuesday. They called, well, it's actually 2 weeks ago Wednesday, that it was definitely cancer. They didn't know if it was ovarian in nature or lymphoma. So going from there, I've seen 2 OBG urologists, and they have determined that because of the pattern, it is classic stage 4 metastasizing from where it started to where it is now. So they've ruled out lymphoma. They've done a whole bunch of blood work to confirm it. They are 99.9% sure that it is epithelial in nature, which when you have ovarian cancer, it can either be epithelial or germ cell. Germ cell, you have better odds, you can fight it more, and most people recover. The problem that the doctors were facing for so long is my age. This usually happens or is seen in older women of about 60 to 70 in age. So being 26, I'm kind of what they call an outlier. So they really don't have much to go off of because most 26-year-olds don't have a stage 4 diagnosis. The point that we're at right now is, and the decisions that I have to make, is the first oncologist, I think I keep saying urologist, the first oncologist, I met with her. I absolutely loved her. She was very straightforward. She said, no bullshit, and if you guys know me in my personal life, you know that I'm an absolute no bullshit, straight to the point person. Walked in and said, you are very sick. The only thing that you have going for you right now is your age. So her plan of attack was, she said that if she put me on the operating room table immediately, I would not survive surgery because of how much it has metastasized and how many different major organs. Oh, it's also in my liver. I don't think I said that. So she wanted to, quote unquote, hit me with the kitchen sink for chemotherapy. Her plan of attack was 3 rounds of chemotherapy started immediately, followed by a scan to see if they have shrunk any of the tumors. I have one really large tumor that's almost a foot long in my abdomen pelvic region. Do that scan, do another round of chemo, and then operate because she feels that I would have better odds. And that was a week ago from tomorrow. On this past Thursday, I saw a specialist who is at Mount Sinai, who's actually friends with the original OBG that didn't take me seriously and then did once she got the test results. And that's where a lot of my mixed emotions and anger was my first response came in, because I went down there, I saw her, and her plan of attack is the exact opposite than the first one. She wants to do a major surgery and try and get everything out, and that is scheduled for a week from tomorrow. So I have some pretty major decisions to make. I'm also consulting for a third opinion for someone probably out of state, because you have two opposite ends of the spectrums. I'm okay with the diagnosis. I'm okay with the prognosis. The prognosis is pretty shitty. They said if I do not treat it whatsoever, I will be dead within 4 months of either an infection, a blood clot. What was the last one? My colon rupturing. So obviously I'm going to treat it because that's what this journey is about. I'm going tomorrow for the first place up here is doing a biopsy that I will be put under for. They're going to take samples of a bunch of different spots where the tumors are to see if there's any markers on them that would indicate a different drug combination or change the type of chemotherapy that they're going to do. On Friday, for the doctor down in the city, I was really annoyed with her because she walked in the room and she started talking about this major surgery, and she had admitted that she has not even seen the CAT scan report because she couldn't pull it up on her computer, but just in the actual written report, she had decided that a surgery is best. So I have conflicting feelings about surgery because she scheduled it so soon, and I am a nursing student and my goal is to get through the semester. I have about a month from tomorrow until I'm completely done with the semester, and I know that I'm going to catch a lot of flack for wanting to remain in school, but the way that I feel about it is, with two doctors having different approaches to treatment, I feel like, again, I am an outlier, so I have more of a chance of fighting this and winning. And I think that the doctors need to have the full picture before they decide that they're going to go into, you know, almost a 24-hour surgery with 3 different surgeons. I kind of feel like they're going in blind, so I'm very hesitant to pick that option, especially with the timing. I mean, how do you make life decisions in 12 days? So that's what's going on with that. I just wanted to give you guys a brief rundown. I wanted to do these videos because, as positive as I am on my good days, I think that a lot of people don't get to see the full story of cancer and how it affects people on a day-to-day basis, on families, on friends, on relationships. And I also wanted people to draw into their attention that you really have to advocate for yourself as a patient, because, like I said, you got to stage 4 before you believed a 26-year-old. Had you have believed me years ago when I went to my regular OBG checkups, and every woman knows that there's a form that you fill out. Do you have this symptom? Do you have abnormal bleeding? Do you have back pain? Do you have all these things? And I always checked yes, and I was always completely honest with the doctors. And the OBG that I have seen since I was younger called me a day after they did the diagnosis and left me a voicemail apologizing for missing it. And if it's too late for me to win this battle, maybe other women will have a better chance. And especially, I have 4 beautiful nieces that if it is something that their doctors will take more seriously because it's a family connection, then that's what I can do for them. So tomorrow I will go for the biopsy. It's gonna hurt like hell. They're gonna take a needle this big and they're gonna stick it in my lung because there's a portion of the lung that needs to come out. They're gonna stick it in the lymph nodes. They're gonna stick it in this big tumor. I should have those results back, they said, within about 5 days. I got a call from the doctor in the city in the middle of class today, so I missed like 20 minutes of class, asking me to meet with a special surgeon because in their surgery approach, they are going to do a complete hysterectomy. They're going to take apart my stomach and reconnect it. They're going to have to resection my liver, so that's what that special surgeon is about that I have to see as well before surgery. So I have a lot of big decisions to make. Also with the biopsy, they're going to put in a port for chemotherapy, so that'll be up here. So within the next week, there will be a set plan of attack. I also plan on seeing a third opinion just to see somebody else's opinion, unbiased. And we will go from there. But it is going to be a journey, and there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. And this actually isn't my first video, this is my second, because a couple days ago, I want to say it was Saturday during the day, I got really upset and I got really negative. And the one thing that is going to keep me moving through this is all the positive support and the positive words of encouragement. And you never really know what you can say to someone. And I had someone reach out to me that said they had a friend of a friend whose mom was diagnosed with stage 4, and they told her she would have 1 year to live, and that was 9 years ago. So that's definitely what I want to hear. You never really know, and they've given me, both doctors have said, you know, with or without treatment, 24 to 30 months is my prognosis. They gave me 17% chance of beating it, and I plan on proving them wrong, and I plan on having you guys as my team. So any way that you can help, whether it be words of encouragement, whether it be a smile, whether it be information, supporting my team members, everybody handles it differently. I know my mom is hopeful, and she's my #1 cheerleader, and I have a lot of medical-based background people also on my team. My brother's a pharmacist, so he really understands the chemotherapy and the drugs that they would be given, so that's an awesome resource that I have. Just really being there, and whether it's coordinating rides or setting up dinners or just hanging out at the house, because it really sucks being in the hospital for a couple days and then you come home and it's like, oh, everyday life didn't stop. I still have laundry, I still have bills that need to be paid on time, I still have to remember to register my car, I still have to remember all of those things. So bear in mind, so this is the first video that you guys are going to see. I don't know how often I will update, but I will give more detailed information in different videos. And like I said, I just want to advocate, and if it can change somebody else's outlook, the more the better. So I will end there because I have to go back to class. I just wanted you guys to see, this is my best friend Nina. We started in nursing school, so she has come with me to doctors. She has thought of blood work that needed to be drawn. She is 10 steps ahead, and these are the type of nurses that you're going to want taking care of you in the future. So look for us, and thank you for your support.